Well, here we are, folks, working on the V8 P6, which I'm learning all about the engine bay, and it's been hesitating and dying and then picking up. And the old fuel filter, which I thought was the case, was there and absolutely clogged, and I went and bought a new one here, and you can blow through that one quite easily, whereas that one you had to puff your lips. But when I fitted this one, which, as you see, it's not just an ordinary one you can plug in, you have to screw it on, it still was hesitating. So I looked at the fuel pump, there's the old fuel pump, and that's come out, and it had petrol wicking up to the top. I thought originally it was oil coming down. You look at this is an AC Delco fuel pump. Sent away for a kit for that, to repair it, which I will. And while I was thinking about that, I thought I'd better bite the bullet and put in a Hardy electric fuel pump like the one on my X19. So I've sent away for that, and it should come today. And then I looked at this one in here just to see the space for fitting in the Rover, and the red wire on the bottom there was just hanging on by a thread, and I just touched it and it fell off. So if I'd been driving around in my X19, that could have happened anywhere, at a roundabout or a junction or going up a hill. And anyway, there we go. That was lucky, and that was just nothing to do with working on the Rover. And so I checked the other connection as well, but somehow or other they got bent back. I've checked the earth, and that looks okay. But the red one, it just fell off when I touched it. So whether when I was putting in that's probably what happened when I was putting in the new thermostat housing. I must have been brushing against that. I should have really unplugged that first, shouldn't I? This is retrospect. Anyway, I've got a new fuel filter for that. And right, here's the P6 that I'm gradually coming to terms with. It could probably do with a new coil. That looks quite old, doesn't it? I've not seen them like that, but coils aren't dear. And that's where the Kenlo fan was, those two bolts hanging out, and that's where the Hardy pump's going to go. And I've relocated the Kenlo fan here. I just drilled a hole through it, had to cut off a bit of metal you can see there, but that'll go there, and I can still have the washer pump there. But I think I'm going to have to be... Anyway, there's where you can see down there, there's where the fuel pump was, and I'm getting a blanking plate for that. And you see there's a piece of plastic stuck in the fuel pipe there. I pulled that off, and petrol was leaking out, and my rubber gloves filled up with petrol, so I whipped them off and I washed out underneath the car. But it should all fit, and that little bracket there for the fuel pump, the one that was plumbed in, all beautiful fittings, but they're all old nylon now, 50 years old, so that one's going to come off, and it will just go straight along here to about where that hose is bending there, the top hose, be a fuel filter, then into the Hardy, and the Hardy will come up from where that end of a piece of plastic pipe is sticking into the tube there. But anyway, I'm learning, and also, just look at that, look at the car in general. I got myself a hearing aid because my hearing's terrible, and I got the Apple AirPod 2 Pros, and they work beautifully. I didn't have an Apple device, had to set it up on Rosie's phone, and she did that, and I've just sent off for an iPod, so I'm learning, or trying to learn, about how Apple works. So the car's looking good, and it's running well when it's running, and the sealed beam headlights are from ages ago, so I've just sent away for a full set of replacement headlights that have bulbs. But what a difference changing the bulbs on Rosie's car and the Kia Picanto. On Rosie's car, you've got to take the battery out to get to those bulbs on that side, and you need a 3, 5, 6 jointed hand or a child's hand to do the headlights. Whereas on this, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws come out, then the headlights come out, just slacken a few screws, and you can just put them in. You can do it in no time. So some things on modern cars, like reliable running, are better, but some things, like changing bulbs, are not as good. And also, when the bonnet comes down, it doesn't smash that either. So there's a knob there. I've got a temperature knob on my car. Not the only knob. Anyway, all the best to you. But look at that. See how doing something on a car, replacing the thermostat housing, which if anybody wants to buy, it's on, you can post me a note and I'll sell it to you. And that's that wire, which I must have knocked. And anyway, all the best to you from really, really sunny Cornwall. It wasn't well, it was as sunny as this in Australia, but hot. But this is just perfect. And there's the P6, which I'm coming to grips with. Do an oil change and air filters, all sorts of things. Got new tyres on, look, blocked tyres. They were 160 each, but the other ones had got flat on the the two rear tyres were van tyres. Anyway, there we go. All the best to you all. Bye bye.